Close your eyes for a second and picture this. It's 1950. The war is over, the economy is booming, and America is stepping into what many people will later call its golden age. You're walking down a quiet street, neon buzzing over a diner window, a chrome-covered Chevy gliding past. In your pocket, 2 crisp $100 bills. Today, that might cover a quick weekend or a couple of bills. But in 1950, that kind of cash could shape your entire month, maybe longer. Rent, groceries, nights out, even a big purchase or two. So let's step through that door together and see, piece by piece, what $200 could really buy you in 1950. Before we start shopping, you need to feel how powerful $200 really was. In 1950, the average American brought home about $50 to $60 a week. So $200? That's basically a full month's paycheck, handed to you all at once. And here's the twist. Prices were so much lower that every single dollar went a lot further. In today's money, you're looking at the equivalent of over $2,000. But even that doesn't tell the whole story. Because back then, essentials took up a smaller slice of your budget. So imagine holding a month of hard work in your hand and knowing it could cover almost everything you needed. Let's start with the biggest stress in modern life: rent. In 1950, a small apartment in many American cities ran about $40 to $70 a month. That means your $200 could easily cover 3, maybe even 4 months of housing. An entire season where the roof over your head was already paid for. No scrambling, no rent-due panic. And if you were living in a smaller town or a newly built suburb, it might stretch even further. We're not talking luxury penthouses here, but clean, safe places where families could actually relax. Housing was a foundation, not a constant emergency. Now picture yourself walking into a 1950s grocery store with that same $200. Prices were almost shocking by today's standards. A gallon of milk was around 80 cents, a loaf of bread about 14 cents, and a dozen eggs roughly 60 cents. Meat, canned goods, fresh vegetables, it all added up slowly, not all at once like it does now. With $200, you could stock a family kitchen for weeks, even months, if you watched what you spent. You'd leave with full bags, a packed pantry, and money still left over. Back then, going to the store with cash in hand felt like real buying power, not a guessing game at the register. Time to hit the road. Gas in 1950 averaged about 27 cents a gallon. That means $200 could buy you well over 700 gallons of fuel. Picture how far that gets you. Daily commuting, weekend drives, maybe a cross-country road trip on old highways, all paid for in advance. And if you were dreaming bigger, $200 made a solid down payment on a car. A brand new ride ran somewhere between $1,300 and $1,700. Your $200 wouldn't buy the car outright, but it would get you surprisingly close for a regular person. Transportation wasn't just a bill, it was freedom. Let's open the closet. In 1950, clothes were built to last. A decent pair of shoes might cost around $5, a nice dress about $10, and a full men's suit roughly $30. With $200, you could give yourself a complete wardrobe reset and still have plenty left. Work clothes, Sunday best, something sharp for a date night, it was all within reach. And unlike fast fashion today, people expected pieces to stick around for years, not months. So that $200 didn't just buy a pile of shirts. It bought reliability, confidence, and the feeling that you were put together wherever you went. Life in 1950 wasn't only about paying bills. People wanted fun, just like we do. A movie ticket cost about 50 cents, so $200 could get you into hundreds of showings. Double features, newsreels, cartoons before the main film. A nice dinner out might be $1 or $2. So date night didn't wreck your budget. You could grab a burger at a drive-in, bowl a few games, take the kids to the fair, or catch a ball game and still feel okay. Even bigger treats like a radio or an early television set were reachable if you saved. Money didn't just keep you alive. It helped you make memories. Put it all together, and $200 in 1950 wasn't just a stack of cash. It was security and breathing room. It could cover months of rent, fill your fridge, keep your tank full, refresh your wardrobe, and still leave space for nights out and little luxuries. Today, $200 can vanish in a couple of clicks or a single emergency. Back then, it gave ordinary people options, and options feel a lot like freedom. So here's the question I'll leave you with. If you could choose, would you rather have $200 in your wallet right now, or step back into 1950 and spend it there?